I'm going to show you what 14 days of consecutive LinkedIn short form content posts look like. I'm going to round up this week. I had one video go viral. What does that mean? The good, the bad, and what to focus on based on data that I'm going to leverage moving forward when it comes to producing content every single day for both YouTube and LinkedIn. So let's look at the numbers. Impressions. Impression is what a video, when someone engages with a video for around 3 seconds. So in other people's, in other social platforms, metrics, they call them views. In LinkedIn, it's called impressions. And I got what this 428K. For some, they're big numbers, and for others, it's small. For me, it's massive. For me getting around having an account with 488 followers, that's huge. And let's look at why that happened. So it came from one video as well, and the video was it I would say wasn't super good. I'd say the thing that I liked about the video was more the post, and it was the hook. The hook was CEO listen up. So I didn't make that up. I copied and pasted it from Chris Donnelly. So let's look up Chris Donnelly, who he is. He is a guy on LinkedIn that is doing extremely well. And I just wanted to find hooks that were working, and I somehow stumbled onto his page, and he had a post about CEOs or um, listen up, and I'll see if I can find it. So I'll show you my thought process when it comes to building a post on LinkedIn. So let's see if I can find it. All right, found it. CEOs, listen up. I copied the whole thing. I thought I adjusted it, but I didn't. So listen, CEOs, listen up. It got 7K reactions, 456 comments, and 593 posts. Now, if we go back to my uh, account and we look at my metrics, I just copied the hook and then I readjusted everything else to relate to what I was talking about, which is digital marketing and staying consistent. So this was the post. CEOs, listen up. Copied that, and then what I did, I used ChatGPT. No, I used Perplexity, which is another version of ChatGPT. I'm just playing around with it. Pretty similar, but a lot of people are favoring Perplexity more. So I'm just testing out the free version over ChatGPT, and then I got this other framework from Daniel Corenblum, and he mentioned in the second line, add curiosity. He calls it a rehook. And mine said, if you knew how powerful content can play in the negotiation table, you consider twice on the growth of your personal brand. Here's how hooks initiate the top of funnel traffic and attention. And I even got that wrong. I should have proofread it. I should have said personal brand on the third line. But hey, even if you had a grammatical error, you can still go viral, which for me is a big learning lesson because it doesn't have, LinkedIn is favoring videos. That is one thing that's guaranteed because this video wasn't even that good. It's just me talking about how to take hooks from other people's profiles that are working so you can save time. When it comes to B2B or going from zero as a solopreneur, you don't have enough time. You don't even have a single minute to waste. So it's best to either use some kind of automation, ChatGPT, or just do a bit of quick research to figure out what hook is working, and then you can explain what you're trying to talk about. And then at the end, I had a call to action, which is to follow me. I also had another call to action, which is to sign up to my newsletter. One thing about LinkedIn is with any kind of social media platform, they want users to stay on their platform for as long as you can. So one thing I started to do is you upload a link that sends them away from the platform 5 minutes after you post. I got this from Cody Schneider. I don't know if it is 5 minutes or if it's a hard and fast rule, but that's what I've been doing just to keep the metrics on point. But that's what I've been doing. I ended up getting 175 reactions, 9 comments, and 1 repost. I guess in terms of engagement, I wouldn't say it's the highest. I've got higher before, but one thing that I'm starting to think about is, where is LinkedIn pushing this content? Is it pushing it to my ideal customer profile, which are founders, CEOs, consultants, coaches who want to grow organically? Maybe, maybe not. So I jumped on heaps of calls. For me, yeah, I'd say heaps, better than zero. And I got a lot of different takes about how LinkedIn works. I started deleting some of my connections that weren't related to my ICP, and I also wanted to be demographic specific. What does that mean? I'm focusing on America, Canada, Australia, and European countries, and seeing what happens, because as soon as I started filtering out my connections, that is when my video popped off. I've only done it once. I need to start doing it again. I managed to book in, one didn't show up, one was late, two, three, 4 calls, one podcast tomorrow, all free work because I'm still starting out. Because this is one thing that gurus don't tell you or gurus don't share, is that this part of the journey, when you're at the start, do free work to get a video testimonial. Because if you don't have a video testimonial, by default, you are considered a scammer. And everyone in their whole mind frame is scared of being sold or scared of being scammed. So as long as you're posting content every single day, you're in front of their faces and you've got video testimonials, it reduces the odds of you being a scam and increases your credibility. Because at the start, your job is to try to improve relationships and credibility, not to make a quick buck ASAP. As much as I want to get to 10K as much as possible or make a quick buck, it's going to be way harder to stack that if I don't have any credibility or testimonials, especially video. I want video testimonials because that is my offer. I'm offering long form content into short form content. So if people are even watching my content, at least I'm doing what I'm preaching and what I'm trying to offer. And that's the name of the game. If you are offering cold email marketing, you're not doing cold email, then of course people don't trust you. But I have to leverage me talking in front of a camera and me speaking, so you can tell that you're working with me and not anyone else. And this is the thing that am thinking about this week when it comes to marketing, and marketing in a sophisticated market, which I think is another word for a red ocean. And for those who don't know what the difference is between red ocean and blue ocean, red ocean is where a lot of people are offering the same offer that you are. One is because it's saturated, and it's saturated because there's money to be made. And if you're a small fish in that red ocean, it's going to be hard to make a buck. So the way to stand out is to either reduce your prices or put a different spin on it, add a risk reversal, which is a guarantee. So again, free value. It always has to be free value, because in return, you're requesting some kind of case study, whether it's video form, post, or, well, those are the two main things. Video would be the highest leverage because they can actually see a human's face talking about how great your service was. So that is my stage at the moment. The other thing that I want to wrap up about this week is procrastination. Even though I have been creating content every single week, I made a podcast, I went on a couple of sales research uh, marketing calls, I still felt like I was procrastinating. Why? Is, now that I'm thinking about it, it's because I am needing to get onto way more sales calls to really understand what the market wants. And this is why marketing is the first thing you need to do. If you're in sales, you need to do way more marketing. If you're a founder, C suite, consultant, or coach, content, yes. If you're doing that, awesome. If you're doing paid ads, way more awesome because it means you've got money to play around with. But if you're not at 1 million annual recurring revenue in dollars, marketing is the priority in terms of making sure people know what you do and your face. Because if you don't do that, then you're not leveraging the right thing. And when it comes to marketing, it all comes down to distribution as well. What is distribution? The ability to distribute, for me, video content into all the platforms that people would require my offer. People, as in my ideal customer profile. Who are they? Small to medium sized businesses that would benefit with organic traffic because one, they don't want to, they don't have a budget for marketing or advertising, and they want to be building with help when it comes to building trust because the case studies are still small because they just started. And what better way to be talking to your deal customer for 45 minutes and to be leveraging video content? Because imagine if you get 400 views or 1,000 views, you don't have to be saying the same thing over and over and over again. Because when it comes down to the sales call, they'll be like, look, I've watched a couple of your videos. I get what you're doing. Where do I sign up? Or they might just deal with a couple of objections or just clarify some information from you. Because that's the play when it comes to personal brand. So my play is to be posting as much as possible. The aim is to do it every single day to watch my journey. Imagine me in 2025 in September, where I've already got 365 days or 52 days. Damn, I don't know how much days are around a year, but imagine if I did a video every single day. That is 352 videos that I can leverage. And you're just throwing like a fishing line into the ocean of the abyss of the content. And surely one's going to go viral. I've already got one going viral, and it took me 2 weeks. I'm not betting that this week any videos are going viral, but that's 2 weeks. That's nothing in the whole grand scheme of things. That's the wrap in terms of my LinkedIn journey of content creation. I suggest anyone that's interested in content creation look into LinkedIn and see what kind of value you can add. Leverage video if you're in the content agency or short form agency. Really consider LinkedIn, especially if you're in the business niche. You can just pour all your videos into LinkedIn. I think for me, what's been working well is either a video or two per day to help start to scale my personal brand. Look, this is not the end of me. You're going to see way more of me as well. This is the period where you can start booking in calls with me because I won't be free forever and not for long. So if you're a coach, consultant, founder, C suite, or startup and wanting to grow your personal brand with organic traffic via podcast, and I can chop up the podcast into short form video, hit me up. Let's work together and let's grow your personal brand. Peace.